Do you get the sense Bowman is done tinkering between the pipes?
No, the only question is, do you want 3 goalies? Because it's clear that they love him in the room. Like, is there value? Like, I always go back and forth on this one. I know it's a fool's errand to have this conversation because no, you don't worry about feeling. But whenever I hear a good guy in the room, my default is always, yeah, they don't flood the room. All right, like I could be a good guy in the room. The Zamboni doesn't go in there. They don't flood the room. It's obvious that the guys love him. I get it. But I don't think that the Oilers want to hang on to a third goalie here. So yeah, I don't think that Stan Bowman is done with his goalie situation. You know, Devin Dubnyk was just on the sheet and mentioned like, okay, but you're kind of in the same spot here. If you really don't think you can rely on your backup netminder, you're still in that same spot. And I agree, and that's why I don't think that Stan Bowman is done, and perhaps rightfully so. Yesterday in Buffalo, when Jarmo Kekalainen said, like, look, we're gonna make a decision here on our goaltenders. Like the three goaltending situation is not one that anybody likes. Ask any of the goalies. Publicly they'll say, oh yeah, we're fine, we're pros. They hate it. All the goalies hate it. The players don't like it. Coaches like all of it. It's really uncomfortable for everybody. So that decision is coming. And if the valuation turns out to be and again, a lot of this is Jarmo Kekalainen's decision here. If they decide to go with Colton Ellis and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, which it feels to me like that's the decision that Kekalainen will make here. I really do wonder about Alex Lyon with the Edmonton Oilers. I really, and to me, again, like this has shades of Colorado last year written all over it. Swap out both goaltenders. That one kind of feels like it would make sense from both sides. A, Buffalo wants to solve the problem. B, Edmonton is still looking for another netminder. How do you make the money work? I get it. So that's 1.5 for another year. I think that Janmark would have some trade protection, or Tomasek, or Kasperi Kapanen. Like there are, if you want to trade to get him, you can make the money work. The question becomes then, if you're going to make that deal, do you want to let go of any of those players? Mm-hmm. That is, again, that's just what I wonder about here around Alex Lyon.
Yeah, the Oilers would then just have do you think Pickard just goes to Bakersfield, or do you truly think that they? Yeah, because then that
I can't.
So many goalies,
although,
Jeff, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, and you know, it's funny too. Like you wonder about the Connor Ingram and all this too, right?
Yeah.
Like at times, okay. I know that Connor Ingram's numbers look great in Bakersfield. I get that. Talking to people there, in and around Bakersfield, they'll tell you this isn't a team that necessarily defends well. Yeah. Right? And there are moments where Connor Ingram makes massive saves. Okay? But he's really up against it because the team isn't the most defensively sound team in the American Hockey League. Now, having said that, and most specifically, the last couple of weeks hasn't been great for Connor Ingram, but there have been games where you watch the game and you say to yourself, yeah, he let in 4, but at no point did I say he had to have that one. Right? So it's almost like a tough situation to evaluate a goaltender. American League is always tougher. Goalies will tell you that too, because you know pucks are coming from all over the place. And at least in the NHL, like everything is so professional, and everyone's got their systems, and you know where pucks are coming from. But Bakersfield is a challenging place to evaluate a goaltender. But I do wonder if they have a look at Ingram maybe before making any decision on who else they might want to bring in, unless you think Buffalo is like the minute that Ellis is over his injury, he's coming right back in, and they got to make a move right away, and then Bowman has to make a decision quickly. That would be a mitigating factor if you think that they may move Lyon somewhere else, if it's Lyon that goes.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Every Day, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered, from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.